Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Anti-Gravity Room. You are here for an unboxing slash building of the new Dragon Ball series of Figuarts snap together model kits. Pretty cool. It's been a while since there's a snap together model kit. Beauty of these is you don't have to paint them, you just get the fun of putting it together and that's it. And the other cool thing is it's an action figure slash model. Kind of like a lot of the Gundam kits. So that's pretty cool. There's a bunch of different figures, Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Goku 3, Cell, Boo, whatever. I opted to grab GT Goku and GT Vegeta because there's not that much GT stuff, and I'm actually a big fan of GT. I really fucking hate that it got just wiped out of existence. Like Star Wars with a lot of the Legend stuff. I feel their pain. But we're going to put together this model. I'm not going to show you everything to do with the model. I'm just going to show you the basics of how you would put a little bit together, and I'll show you the model. I'm just not going to narrate it. I'll do a fast motion of me putting together the model, but I'll show you a couple little things of just how you do it. So, to get started, Dragon Ball GT in the box, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, a bunch of Asian writing I don't understand, muscle build-up system, don't know what the fuck that is either. There's the official stamp, Figuarts standard, and there's some different poses and things you can do with it. Pretty cool. Comes with a Commandant Effect and some different hands and stuff, different facial features. It's kind of like Figuarts, but a little bit cheaper. This was only 30 bucks Canadian, and some of the smaller ones like Gohan and Frieza are actually only 23, 25 bucks. So Canadian, that's really good. American, you guys are looking at like 18 bucks, 19 bucks. So less than 20 bucks. Get a pretty solid little model figure thing. Take a look inside. No tape, nothing sealed, it's just literally like a model box. And you guys probably have seen something like this in your childhood. Little snap together toys, some hair pieces, some flesh, his pants and shoes. And this looks like his tail slash arm. It's more of a purple. And then a Kamehameha effect. It even comes with a stand. Pretty neat. Warning. And then the instruction sheet. And this is much like Lego, it'll just kind of walk you through how to do it. So the first thing you're going to want to have is one of these. Upon opening it, crack this one here. So you're going to want a decent pair of scissors to cut all of these pieces off. Now, it's key to actually not cut too close. I don't know if you guys can see exactly what I'm doing, but you don't want to cut too close to the hair. You want to actually leave a little bit of excess plastic, and that way you're making sure that your pieces aren't getting snipped too close by your scissors. And again, once you get one end, you can actually just kind of twist, and these things will come off, so you don't have to cut the whole thing and worry about it. Now, what you need is a hobby knife or some kind of X-Acto knife, a sharp one preferably. This one's shit, but it'll do. It's got some fucking super glue on it. It'll do for this. So after you snap off all your pieces, you're going to want to just clean them up a bit. I should use this thing on my fucking thumbnail. It's disgusting. And then see how that just came right off? And then you're left with a smooth edge. And you're going to want to do that to all of your pieces that you've snapped off here. There's another one. A little bit of excess in the middle here. And if you have a sharp knife, it should just come right off. So after you snap off all your pieces, you're going to want to clean them up. And this is just a little bit better shot of what I was talking about before. Leave a little bit of excess plastic. And then just use your knife. Don't dig in. Just lay your knife flat against the plastic so it's like level. And just kind of let it just cut off. And again, if you don't get it all, it's okay. See, I didn't get it all. Just go back. Again, still didn't get quite all of it. There we go. Same thing here. That's it. That one came off good. Kind of scrape it down with your fingernail. You'll get a little bit of black shit in it. It's okay. We'll just fucking get that out later. And that's it. And then we'll get to the putting together process. So I'm not going to make you sit here through me snapping them all off and cleaning them up. I'm going to snap off all of the pieces, organize them, clean them up, and we'll be back here in a second for some putting together of the model. You guys can skip the boring stuff. Here we go. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed that little quick motion there of me building the model. It would have been terrible for you to sit there for 45 minutes, half an hour, and actually sit there and watch it. This video would also be an hour long, and you wouldn't give a fuck about it anyways. But all the limbs are assembled. Let's plug them all in and see how this figure holds up. Alright guys, and there he is, Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Dragonball GT. Figurized, plastic model kit figure, all assembled up here. It looks pretty good, I mean, even with no paint, like, it's vibrant, like, it's nice. I don't know if it's just that, like, the GT outfit or what it is, but it's pretty solid. It is a little delicate. It's kind of like Figuarts. Like, if you fuck around with it too much, you're gonna not break it, but pull off a leg or whatever. You'll have to pop it back on and reattach it. It's not the end of the world, but it gets irritating after a while. But we'll check out the articulation for you, show you what this figure can do, check out some extra parts it comes with. So here we go. Okay, so for the head, he can look left, he can look right. You can't go too far because these little plastic bang shoulder hair mane things actually can't move with it. And there you go, boom, head just came right off. So, like I say, you have to be somewhat delicate with it. Not super delicate, but just realize that you're going to have to do a lot of popping on and off. That's about as far as he can look up. It's not super up because, again, the hair at the back. So he's more of a forward, kind of down, left, right. He can kind of move in every direction, but not well in any direction, if that makes sense to you guys. As for the arms, they are on a ball joint. So, I mean, you can move them as much as you want. There's also a swivel. Single jointed elbows, not double jointed, but still. And then a rotation at the fist. And there's also alternate hands. So the arms are about as articulated as anything you would get from Marvel Legends or DC Icons or even Figuarts. I mean, they're as articulated as they're going to get, with the exception of the double elbows, which not every figure even needs, in my opinion. He does have a swivel at the torso. You can only move it about halfway, though, because just the width of the belt won't... It's hard plastic, so it won't allow it to stretch any more than that, so it'll break. And the mid-torso has kind of a movement to it, but it's not too much. Legs, they're on a ball joint, which is nice, but again, this plastic here can't come up too much, or else it just breaks. So you can get a good kick motion out of that. You can get a decent side motion. You can get some good knee action there, but you're not going to get any crazy poses with it. And they do like the Figuarts thing where they kind of shift out, so you have this weird space, but then you can just kind of push it back up if you like. And then it does bend at the knee. No swivel. It does have swivel at the feet. And then, oops, his foot popped off. And then you can point his feet and move them. There's pivot and whatnot. It's on a ball joint with a stick, so that's okay. His tail is actually on a ball joint, so you can move it. You can kind of pivot it left, right. You can move it all the way around, whatever way you want. It'll break off. It's all good. Right back in there. So all in all, his articulation is okay. But I mean, for a model, it has great articulation. I don't think models are supposed to have any articulation. So it's kind of like a hybrid between a model and a figure, the same way that the Gundam Wing things are. Or the Gundam, pardon me, not Gundam Wing, that's just a show I watched when I grew up. But like the Gundam model kits are, it's kind of like a hybrid between both. It's not as great as anything you get in an action figure, and it's not as detailed as anything you'd get in a model. It's medium goodness at all of them. But I like it. It's the right price point, let me tell you what. For $25 Canadian or 18 bucks US, I got this on Amazon. You can't beat that. And it does come with, like I said, some extra parts here. Stand up here, Goku. Comes with this little nice stand here and a Kamehameha effect, which is pretty sweet. It also comes with a charging up Kamehameha effect that you can just kind of rest in his hands, I guess. Comes with alternate face, where he's screaming. And it comes with some Kamehameha hands. And some fusion dance hands, in case you get Vegeta and you want to do a fusion dance pose, which definitely leads me to believe that there's going to be a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta at some point, which is awesome, because we need some more GT stuff. And it also comes with a bunch of extra gi pieces, which I assume are just the molding kit. Like, they probably use the same pants for the rest of the Gokus and just change the coloring, so the whole sheet of plastic comes with like a bunch of extra pieces. I don't know what they're used for or if you can use them, but you get them. So I'll switch off the hands here. And there he is with his Kamehameha effect and in Kamehameha hands. It's an easy change out, you just unplug the hands. The Kamehameha effect just kind of rests there, it doesn't plug into anything, so you kind of have to rearrange it properly or else you'll just plummet right out of his hands. After that badass Kamehameha, you can see his mouth is wide open. He's a little angry, and he's got the Kamehameha fist. So you can get, like I said, you can definitely get some good poses with these models. They're pretty solid. And again, for the price point, I mean, you're not going to get anything better. Now, one thing you'll probably notice is that the Kamehameha effect is actually blue. It should be red. Goku's Kamehameha and Super Saiyan 4 was red, 99% of the time. So I think the reasoning behind giving you the blue Kamehameha is that a lot of people are actually going to buy these cheap model kits. I mean, they're only 20 bucks. Things like this from Tamashii and Figuarts are like 15, 20 bucks. Just for the Kamehameha effect and stand, or power-up effect and stand. So with these figures each coming with a different effect, or Death Ball, or Kamehameha, or power-up effect, or whatever the case may be, a lot of people are just saying, wow, an extra $5, I can just get a whole extra figure with the effect. So they figured people would want the blue Kamehameha for general use with other figures more so than the red Kamehameha. That's my thinking. That's the only reasoning I can see behind it. So that's what I'm going to go with as to why you get the blue Kamehameha effect. Alrighty guys, and that is it for my building and review of the Dragon Ball GT Figurized Super Saiyan 4 Goku figure. All in all, it's a solid value. It's not the best figure, it's not the best model kit, pretty good, but for the value, it makes it the best in my mind. 20 bucks, effect, stand, figure, multiple hands, faces, you can't fucking beat that. If you're a little on the poor side, I don't want to say a little on the poor side, short on cash, correct myself, and you don't have enough money to buy the Figuarts line, which is understandable. I don't have enough money to buy every single Figuarts figure. That'd be fucking insane. But if you don't have enough money to buy the Figuarts line, definitely check out these model kits. They are a perfect substitute, and there's a lot of characters that haven't even hit Figuarts yet, such as Kid Buu, Frieza, First Form, the GT figures, so you have some extra options. I think they're doing Fat Buu and Trunks' Time Machine as well. So I mean, you're going to have some great additions to your Figuarts lines or your other Bandai toys, and if not, you have a great solid line of just model kits coming your way. If you liked the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give us a like, discuss anything in the comments below, engage us motherfuckers. Alright, take care, we'll see you next time.